Hey everybody, Spencer here from My Cartoon Heart. I'm going to show you a video tutorial of how to play Babylon by David Gray. I'm going to do this without a capo. He actually capos on first fret, so that's something to keep in mind if you want to, you're real stickler for doing it exactly the way he did it on the record. Basically, we're going to start with sort of an abbreviated D chord. I don't actually know what this chord is called, but essentially we're going to put our first finger on the third string second fret, second finger on second string second fret. Okay. With my right hand, I'm going to take a, basically like a claw shape. I always call this kind of the claw. You got your first and second finger together. Okay, they're going to go on third string and second string, and then you're going to put your thumb down on the fourth string. Okay, and you're going to leave the fourth string open, obviously, because that's kind of your D. Obviously D string, and you're going to play that root, when you're kind of switching chords like this, okay, with your thumb. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pluck that fourth string first with my thumb, and then I'm going to pluck all of them together, and I'm going to hammer on, okay. When I say all of them together, I mean the fourth string, third string, second string, right? And I'm going to hammer on with my third finger, okay, onto and above that second finger where it's at. So that would be the the second string, third fret, right? So it kind of sounds like this, right? So what I did there is thumb, all, hammer, off, and then third string. Okay, so right again. And the whole time I'm going to be doing that, this verse part, I'm actually going to be kind of creating a little backbeat by slapping the strings. Okay, so it'll sound like this, right? So we get that in there. We're going to slap before we do the hammer on, and then after. That's how it would sound. We're not going to do that twice. We're going to go to a G before that, but that's how it would sound in kind of succession like that, okay? So then we go to a G, right? The verse, kind of plain and simple is basically D to G, right? But we're going to do that hammer on, then we're going to go to a G and hold this as, I'm going to put my thumb down on 6-3, my second finger on 2-3, and then my third finger on 3-4, okay? And I'm going to kind of do the same thing. It's going to be a little bit of a different pattern because there's no hammer on there, but I'm going to go, okay? So I'm kind of, I know that David Gray does that a little differently. I basically kind of get that out of listening to it, and then I can watch him and try and do it exactly the way he does it. Doesn't matter too much if it sounds good. Basically the way it sounds on the record. So again, that's like playing your first finger on third string, and then your your thumb on the sixth string together, right? And then getting that slap in there again. And then that second finger is going to play second string, right? Okay, so that's basically it. You're going to do those together like this. Right? If you want to get creative, then you can do, add your third finger in there, or kind of strum, get that first string in there, so it'll sound like. Right? Because what's going on in the background, remember, when you listen to the song, is you've got a piano part that's going like this. Which is very similar to what we're playing on the guitar. We're just capping it off. You're basically laying your first finger across 3, 2, and 1, and then you've got your G, which is basically like this. I think it's just a G major 7, so like a D major 7 to a G major 7, right? Which is basically just same thing we had, and then putting your first finger on the first string, second fret, right? Okay, so that's basically your verse, right? And he does a few of those in the beginning, and separated by that kind of part. It's actually an E minor chord that you go to. Friday night I'm going nowhere, and then Saturday I'm running wild. On some versions that I've heard of the song, or one particular version, he goes to an E minor in between those two. So there's kind of do do and Saturday I'm running wild and all the lights are changing. Right. So we're doing kind of an in-between part there if you want, or once you do that that first kind of Friday night part, or verse, you can go straight into a chorus, which is what I normally do when I perform it. So you can go D, okay, for the chorus, goes D to an A, E minor to an F sharp minor, okay, D, A minor, excuse me, I keep saying an A minor, just an A, E minor to a G, okay, then D to A, E minor to A, and D, A, E minor, A again, okay. So with the vocal, so if you want it, come and get it, crying out loud, F sharp minor, right? Love that I was giving you was never in doubt. G, right? Same thing, D, your heart, let go your head, fail it now. That's back to an A again. Let go your heart, let go your head, fail it now. Back to an A again, and back into your verse. Babylon, Babylon. Right? So that's basically the whole song. You've only got a verse and a chorus in the song. There is no bridge. So you can kind of structure it how you want to, whether you want to put those 2 verses at the beginning of the song before you go into a chorus. But that's pretty much it. So check out my channel for some other tutorials of popular acoustic songs. And can always check out my original music, facebook.com/mycartoonheartmusic. Thanks.